What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now Plus. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to have a channel update for November. So I know maybe deja vu for those that are watching, that have watched Podcast Now, because I did a channel update, I believe, yesterday on that channel. So like I kind of teased at the end of that video, my plan here, so for people that didn't watch that video, right, I want to do a channel update. This is like a new series. I want to do channel updates for both these channels at the end of every month. For Podcast Now, I'm thinking the last Sunday of every month, and for this channel, maybe the last day, the 30th, 31st, 29th, 28th, whatever, of every month. That's kind of what my plan is. Or I could do a specific day of the week, whatever. But I just want to talk about the month we've had. I want to talk about some of the plans going forward and go from there, okay? Now, and one thing I do want to say, and I said this in Podcast Now as well, I do want to thank all of you guys for watching this channel. I really, really do. I know a lot of you guys also support me on Podcast Now. I actually think there's some people here that don't even know or don't realize or don't care that I have the main channel. They're only on this channel, which is completely cool. I think that's actually kind of cool. Honestly, I think it's a cool thing. So I really do want to thank you guys for all the support that you guys have given me since I started this channel. It's been absolutely amazing. I'm really happy with how fast we've been able to grow this channel. Now, obviously, having Podcast Now as something that can help this channel grow, that's done well, right? So let's talk about this. So November, I mean, in terms of like a self-reflection, like looking back, and by the way, if you guys want to talk about anything, if you guys want to leave suggestions of future things you want to see, or how I can like make this channel update better, let me know in the comments below, like right now, if you guys want. Okay, so November, I would say, was solid. This channel is weird. This channel is honestly really weird. I joke sometimes with my wife and with people that I talk to that like this channel is kind of the opposite of Podcast Now, where like when Podcast Now is doing bad, this channel is doing well for some reason, and then when this channel does bad, Podcast Now does like through the roof. I don't understand it. You would think it would be like when one does well, they both do well because kind of traffic goes both ways, but it doesn't seem like that happens. I'm not saying like I'm disappointed with this channel. Subscribers have basically died, which is odd to me because we were doing really, really well for a very long time in months that I normally don't do. So I've been on YouTube a long time. This is gonna in March, this upcoming March, I will have done Podcast Now for 6 years. Now, I would say the first 2.5 of those were not, let's say 2. The first 2 years of the upcoming 6 that we'll get to in March, the first 2 years was pretty pathetic. I wouldn't even call that me very active on YouTube. But I mean, you tend to get, you understand trends on YouTube, I think, the longer you're on it. So I think I have a pretty good grasp on trends. And we actually did really well on this channel like July, August, when normally those are some of the weakest months. Those were some of the best months on this channel. So subscribers, I won't lie, have been disappointing in terms of like the growth that we've done. This is not like a listen to my soapbox for like 10 minutes kind of thing. So I'll kind of leave it at that. I think that we're still doing good enough. I think that there's plenty of potential to grow in terms of, I don't think we're going to be stuck for all that long. I also think, again, and you could say, well, you have Podcasts Now, like you'll always have that help. You will. I think if you do it too much, if you promote it too much, eventually you will get everybody that's going to do it, and then you kind of just have to wait for more. Like on Podcasts Now, I can keep saying it, and I have been, and I probably will be, promoting this channel on there, but after you get, say, a couple hundred people or so that do it, you're really waiting for Podcast Now to grow, right, by a couple thousand, because then you'll get a couple more hundred that have never heard about you before. If you don't do that, or if you just keep saying it, you're really just promoting it to the same people, some of which are already subscribed, right? So subscribers have been slow, but views, this is why, again, this channel is kind of confusing to me. Views have been like really good. I'm really impressed with I guess myself. I'm really, well, at the end of the day, I mean, it's you guys that do this, right? So I'm really, really grateful that you guys really seem to watch like every day's videos. They're very consistent. Some of them do a lot better than others, but I would say like the low on this channel is very consistent, where it's like not bad at all, which you can't say about Podcast Now, because Podcast Now, I could have like an amazing day, I can have an amazing video, and then the next day I could have a video that would be like an average video on this channel. Like it could literally bomb on Podcast Now. And so there's a lot more highs and lows on the main channel. This channel, very, very consistent. So again, I'm really happy with that. The views here are equal to like if I got like 4,000 views on the main channel, which is really, really good. You know what I mean? Imagine a 4,000 video on Podcast Now. I would consider that a really good video. So I'm happy with the views. I'm happy that you guys seem to like it. And that goes more into the content and what maybe you can expect to see going forward. So for people that have watched this channel or been with this channel since the beginning, and I think I created this like mid-January last year, so we're coming up on a year anniversary, which is really cool. Maybe I'll do something special for it. If you guys have been with me since then, you'll know that I didn't really have the best plan with this channel. I didn't really know, and this is what I want to hear from you guys in the comments. I have asked this before, and I got some good feedback, and I want to, ask it one more time, or maybe just keep asking it for all these channel updates. Really, this channel, to me, was designed as I don't want to make 4 or 5 videos on Podcast Now. I want to put one on this channel, so it gets a notification. It's just a way for people to watch kind of bonus content, stuff like that. That's why I made this channel, okay? Now, as it turns out, I'm still a fool because I don't stop working. I don't stop making videos, which is probably a bad thing, by the way, and I make too many videos on Podcast Now. I still do that. In fact, my workload has only gone up this year because I still make sometimes 4 videos a day. 4 videos, they go up on Podcast Now, and then I have this one. So really, I'm doing 5. I used to do 2. I used to skip a day. I used to do 3 and skip 2 days. I used to do all sorts of weird stuff on Podcast Now. Now I'm doing 3 to 4 videos every single day on the main channel and then 1 on this channel. So it's been weird. I would like to eventually tone that down, do 1 less on Podcast Now, and probably keep this channel at 1 a day. I think I'm really, I like what I've done with that. I think it's worked really well. And, again, if you guys have been with me since the beginning, it's changed a lot. I really didn't have a set, like, this is what this channel is going to be. It's kind of like if I want to talk about this game or that movie, I'll just do it. But it's very similar to Podcast Now. And I would argue it still kind of is, but I would say this channel has more of an identity of like a news channel. Pretty much, I would say Tuesday through Saturday is always just a news story, a leak, a rumor, something that I found online that's interesting, maybe a controversy on a game or movie or celebrity or something like that. That's pretty much, I would say, what Tuesday, for the most part, obviously there's ones that are not, but Tuesday through Saturday, that's generally what it is. Sunday, Monday, the reason those sometimes aren't news is because I record them a day in advance, and then on Friday, I'll sometimes record Saturday, Sunday, Monday on this channel. I don't really have 3 news stories always to do on this channel, so they become more experimental. So that's what you guys have seen over the last couple days. Now, I know, and I guess I actually don't know this, on this past Saturday, like 2 days ago, again, I'm recording this like before that, so I don't even know what happened. I think I did 2 videos. I did like an album review for music. I get that that's just wacky. I get that. That was for me. That was a video that I made for me. It wasn't, I know that it wasn't going to be for people that have subscribed to this channel because music is about as different from games and movies as you can get, okay? So I understand that. But I like the way we've been handling it. But as you can tell, like I did a Dead Island video. Hopefully you guys have seen that. I think that hopefully went up on Sunday or like yesterday. So I'm trying to do some different stuff. I mean, really, one of the things I wanted from this channel when I first started was I want to do like the most, not like go super crazy, but like if I come up with an idea, like an experiment, right? I want to try it on this channel, see how it does, and then if it works, put it on Podcast Now. Now, that was my thought. It doesn't exactly work so well when you put it into action because it's hard to measure the metrics on this channel. And sometimes if a video does well here, it will do well on Podcast Now, like the same kind of stuff. Sometimes it actually doesn't. So it is hard to measure, you know what I mean? So I've kind of abandoned the idea where it's like, experimental stuff. I still want to do it on this channel, but I'm not going to use this channel as like a throwaway idea. Like, let me just try this idea on this channel, and if it fails, well, I hurt this channel. But if it works, well, instead of using it to help the channel, I'm going to actually move it to another channel. I don't really think that was probably a good idea to start out with, and so I've kind of dropped that. I do want to do different stuff on this channel just in general. I think that Dead Island one, that hopefully if you guys saw that yesterday, was an attempt at that, like just do something really, really odd. So I want to throw those in there. We'll have to see how things go when it comes to like when there's just no news. And that's why, like I said, July and August normally are very dead months for news, so that's why I expect them to always do bad on the channels, but they did really well for this channel. So I I think that's kind of lost too. We'll see for like the Christmas period, like Christmas and New Year's. Around that time, there's next to nothing in terms of news. So what I'm thinking, this is the final part of this, in terms of like updates for December, I would say it's probably going to be consistent. Tuesday through Saturday will be like news stuff, again, like leaks, rumors, things like that. If I need this channel to help the main channel talk about something, so like the Game Awards, if there's maybe a small game that's announced at the Game Awards, and I've already covered 4 or 5 games on podcast now, the smaller one will probably appear on here. So that's probably how I'm going to do it. I have a series planned in December/January. I think it's probably going to make its way into January now, or at least the very, very end of December. Which I won't spoil yet, but that I'm going to probably double up. And some of the things I'm going to talk about, I'll talk about on this channel. So sometimes this channel will help podcast now. Sometimes this channel will just stay on its own. But let me know. Again, as always, I definitely want to hear from you guys. And I really do mean that. In fact, I mean that I would argue almost more than podcast now. Because podcast now, a lot of my views, like 75, sometimes 85, somewhere in that range, are not subscribers. The views, 75 to 85% of the views are not subscribers. That's actually a good thing in terms of like, tips and tricks for YouTube creators. Like you actually want that because you can convert them into subscribers. So that is good. On this channel, a lot of the views, at least initially, like the first day or so of a video, is pretty much like 65, 70% subscribers, and then like 30 not. And then as the video goes, like if it gets searched on YouTube, stuff like that, then a lot of people that don't normally watch, they watch. So I really am talking to the choir here. You guys that are at least watching this day one, you guys are the ones that, for the most part, at least statistically, most of you, or most of the time, are watching these videos more than people that aren't subscribed. So I want to hear from you. What do you want to see? What do you want me to do on this channel? Are there maybe series you want me to try on it? I'm definitely, again, even for the Christmas period, like I'm up for anything. If there's something kind of strange or different that you want me to talk about, or like a series, definitely let me know, because I can totally do that over the Christmas, New Year's time. Let me know. As always, you guys know I do a new video every single day, and so tomorrow I will talk to you guys on that video.